Hi, Mark.
Live.
Hi, Mark.
Yep.
Ah, varieties. Arguably humanity's most intriguing creation. I had a dream about varieties once. It all started in Egypt. There were many of us. We were exhausted from having spent days walking around the Red Sea. This older fellow called Moses decided to put on a show to help us relax. But this was no ordinary show. He started with this grandiose trick in which he made the waters of the Red Sea open up. This was very convenient, since without the water, it was considerably easier to cross to the other side. So, cross we did, and the other side we reached, where Moses was waiting for us, this time in full drag outfit, lip-syncing the 10 Commandments to a very catchy tune. What tune was it? Oh, I know it so well. What's the tune? I woke up. But this is not what I want. I want to learn more about the varieties. Go back to sleep. And back to sleep I went. Not much was different now from the world I knew. It was present time indeed. when the knowledge of varieties helping to rid people of their troubles was lost. However, as I was exploring this world, I was led to the dark and moist basement of a theatre in Amsterdam. In there lived a society of scholars who dedicated their lives to the uncovering of the ancient wisdom of the variety show. They spent most of their next stage of the
YouTube
theatre, reading the blood-stained scrolls of P.T. Barnum and the feather-lined books of Liberace. But every month they sit ground tours and open up the doors of
YouTube
so that everyone can see the works of the Gem Society.
Ladies and gentlemen, and anyone in the world, welcome to the Gem Society! And now please, welcome to YouTube, your host, me, Daniel Matthias Ferrer! It's me, everybody! We did it! We made it! Yes! Technology was trying to get the best of us, but it didn't! It didn't! We're all here! We're all alive! Yes! Oh, listen to those beautiful musicians! Yes! A little bit of piano here. Oh no, that's guitar. Bit of guitar here. Bit of piano there. I cannot play drums at the same time, otherwise I won't be singing. Yes! Welcome to the Gem Society! What if I do a drum solo here? Let me try doing a drum solo here. I'll be able to sing, but fuck it. Ladies, gentlemen, tourists, locals, cat people, log people, it doesn't matter what group you find yourself in. We're all, there's no groups anymore. We're all friends right now. We're all at home together. Welcome to the Gem Society! Oh, wow! Wasn't that fun? It was even more energetic than the second time. Of course, if you're watching this video back, there was no second time. And thank you for those who came back after we had some technical issues. I know it's very late over in Australia. Hopefully we'll be able to share this video late, and we'll be able to share with everybody, and more people will join us after the fact. Anyway, welcome to the Gem Society. What is the Gem Society? Why are the missions there? Yes, indeed, I am hosting and directing at the same time, so there might be some issues at some point. The drumsticks on the background. Oh, where do they go? Who knows? They're on the floor. Anyway, everyone around the world, welcome to the Gem Society Australia special. What do you think about the story? We usually do that live, and it kind of makes more sense. I had to change some words because it's supposed to be on the theater in Amsterdam. So the point there is that there was this dream about an early variety show put on by Moses. So the story of Moses was in fact a whole variety show with a magic trick, and then there's a second dream in which we make the Gem Society. Anyway, so that was the story before the show started. Meanwhile, welcome back to the Australian special. Let me... Oh, I can see your comments, by the way. So, I don't know. What should we do? No comment. Don't worry. We do have a show for you. In fact, we have a great lineup of amazing guests over in Australia who otherwise could not join us. We are doing this instead of the show that we're supposed to be doing live yesterday. But don't worry about that. This show is not to be thinking about what we should be doing instead. What are the events that meanwhile got cancelled because of confinement? This show is about just getting rid of your troubles. Yes, that's what the show is about. So I need to do something with me. First of all, I need your help because we are going to be playing the Trouble Game Show. Nice response from the musicians there, eh? Just like rehearsed. That was very good. Alright, welcome everybody to the Trouble Game Show, the show where I get rid of your troubles. That's what the Jam Society is all about. The Jam Society is about just getting rid of whatever trouble you're in. And obviously, we are all in the same trouble right now. Usually when we do this live, there's no pandemic going on. So that kind of changes the tone of this bit in particular. But let's just go with it. Maybe you're not in particular trouble because of the confinement. Maybe you are in some trouble because, I don't know, maybe you have opened too many browser tabs and where the fuck is Gmail now? Or maybe one kind of trouble I have often is when I go drive to work and every time I'm late it seems like every single traffic light becomes red. So that's one kind of trouble. Other trouble I have is when I'm dipping a biscuit in the tea, the biscuit kind of crumbles and then I have like this kind of biscuit soup in the tree and it's no good anymore. So that's the kind of trouble I'm in. Whatever is your trouble, I want you to think about your trouble. I want you to internalize your trouble. I'm not going to show an animation anymore because that's what threw the broadcasting software down on the first attempt. So what we're going to do is to just focus all the trouble here. Focus all the trouble with this big round ball. Focus your troubles there. Whatever troubles you're in, whatever big, small, there are no small enough troubles. All troubles are big. And now what we're going to do, you need to get very close to your screen. If you are next to a TV, even better because you can see this ball, this is going to be your target. You can see it very, very large. Get very, very close. And now what you're going to do is to punch the trouble. You're going to punch the trouble. Punch the trouble. Punch the trouble, Gael. Punch the trouble. Punch the trouble. Punch the trouble. You're going to punch the trouble. Get rid of the trouble. Yes, no more trouble. No more trouble. Oh, look at that. Your troubles have melted away. And they have transformed in a cute little koala bear. Oh, look at that! All your troubles are gone, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that's it. No more troubles for the next 1 hour 15 minutes. Your troubles have disappeared, and now, instead, we all have tiny, cute koala bears in our hearts. So we can finally start the show now that we have no troubles. So please, everyone around the world, welcome to the show. Two very good friends of mine. Yes, this show, it's a very silly show. It's a show that should not have just one dickhead talking to you at home. That's why we're going to have, instead, two little dickheads. Take it away.
Take it away, you said. Hello! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having us, Jam Society. It is an absolute pleasure to be here all the way from Melbourne, Australia at the moment. This is my best friend, David T.
This is my best friend, Shana Manuga.
And we are the Two Little Dickheads.
Who's the dickhead? Who's the dickhead? Who's the little dickhead? Who's the cute little dickhead? I can see your beautiful little dickhead face. I can see you getting nice crumpets. Eat crumpet, you little dickhead. I can see you getting the milk. Just leaving it drop there, you beautiful little dickhead. I can see you doing all those other naughty things. Oh, on the back bench. Oh, you little dickhead. Oh, you dickheads.
So, yep, we're here from Australia now, just a couple of dickheads. And we know that things are a bit crazy at the moment. We thought from a very cutesy, wootsy couple who's got their shit together, maybe we could impart some advice to anyone who needs a little bit of, I don't know, more excitement in their life right now.
Excitement like the fact that our battery just hit critical low.
Oh, critical low. Quick. We haven't been watching the battery. While Dave sorts that out, fuck. While Dave sorts that out, what I'm going to tell you is this. We've become a 4-cat household in lockdown. That's we've had 2 cats and now we've got another 2 kittens, which is actually quite a feat. Your cat has a lot of politics. There's a lot of territorial politics. So,
but not everyone has a cat.
No, not everybody has a cat. And we know that everybody does actually want a cat. Clara Cupcakes, who you're going to see later, has 2 cats. Most people have, if they have a cat.
My Uncle Bill doesn't have a cat.
Okay, no, Uncle Bill doesn't have a cat. No, that's
My
true.
Auntie Sheila doesn't have a cat.
No, she doesn't have a cat either. But look,
Her husband Bill doesn't have a cat.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, her husband Bill doesn't have a cat.
There's a guy that lives down the street doesn't have a cat.
Yeah, but that's probably because he's not allowed to because of a rental agreement or something.
There's the building next door doesn't have
I don't have a cat.
You don't have a cat. Daniel doesn't have a cat. But of course, everyone who doesn't want a cat, doesn't have a cat, wants a cat.
Everyone wants a cat.
Everybody wants a cat.
My Uncle Bill wants a cat.
He would want a cat.
My Aunt Sheila wants a cat.
Exactly. So look.
Daniel wants a cat.
Okay. Yep. So
There's
Daniel.
a tree next door that's never had a cat in it. It's like trees are supposed to have cats. Why don't I ever get a cat? It's always crying. I'm always out there with tissues, and it's going. That just makes it worse. Tissues come from my body.
So what we're saying is, if you need a cat and you can't get one right now, we're here to help you, show you how to create your own cat.
You can just turn a human into a cat.
That's what we're going to do. So today I'm going to turn Dave into a cat and he's going to turn me into a cat and we're going to show you how to done. So this is how to make a cat, how to make a cat, how to make a cat. Pow, pow, meow, kapow, kapow, meow, kapow, kapow, meow, long live the puss. Yes, that's our mantra and that's what we live by.
All right, turn me into a cat.
Okay, I'm going to turn you into a cat.
I'm going to close my eyes.
Okay, Dave's not going to know. I've got a special cat envisaging for him. He has no idea what's actually going to happen and what kind of cat I want him to be. So what I'm going for actually is something a little bit tabby, something a bit lo-fi, definitely with some black, greys, some mid-grey tones, white tones, and this is how I'm going to get it done. All right, so Dave, if I could just get you into a blank canvas. Blank canvas, we always start with a blank canvas, okay? You go to start with a good blank canvas. All right, then you get your box, and then you got to, first of all, you got to wash his face and make sure, if you can see there, his face is nice and washed now. Okay, you're a bit far away for now. Okay, so we start. Dave has no idea what's going on here, so I'm just going to start getting some grey tones in him. He's just some good grey tones because he's not quite grey enough. And this is going to be havoc later. This is just a bit of. I just want him to be a bit more tabby than he is. I want a nice marble effect, okay? Nice marble. Oh, get it in there. That's okay. We can make a bechamel out of that later. And then I'm going to get some, these I made myself. These, if you have a look, it's a nice mix, some grey, some silver and some fluff. That's what you want. You want to get in there and you just want to like fluff up, and you want to position the ears in a way that you want to look at this cat for the rest of your life. This cat's going to be there to make you happy. You don't want it to have the ears back. That's an angry cat. You want the ears to be in a nice fluffy position like that. If you can just see there, I'll just show you. You can just, how do we do that? Okay, Dave, how do we do it, Dave? We need to do the zoom in. Do the zoom in. Yeah, okay, and then I'll do this. Okay, head down. So that's the close-up. Can you see that in a nice position? And this is the grey tones we're going for. This is the grey and white wormy tones of that beard, especially with the beard. It's quite successful. Okay, very good, Dave. Okay, if you could just put those on for me. Put those on.
What are those?
Just do it.
My eyes open.
Yep, eyes are open. All right, here we go. We're going to start. Here we go. This is how and we get this on. Hang on, get that one on. You've got your paws around the wrong way. Okay, now standing up, Dave. Standing up. If you could stand up for me here. This is something I prepared earlier. This is something I made out of some just a simple stocking and simple stocking. And as you can see, I bloody wish. Ha ha! Next time. Okay, no, we'll go around the back. That's going to be his beautiful. So, and I've prepared already a little slit here, so you can there's a slit here that you put that through, and then you tie and just shove that down the front. But then if you turn around, that's got a nice fluffy grey black tail here. We've got the nice that runs into the fluffy grey here. Then that's all op shop material that I just had lying around the house. That's how easy it is, and you can't do much about that. You can get nose hairs out. You can, and you can also do a bit of like, yep, you can do a bit of this. You can do a bit of this. Just come forward, Dave. You can just pick the hairs that are the wrong shade. You can pick the hairs that are the wrong shade, Dave, and you can just you can just get the ones out you don't want. And then, okay, here's a little leash. Oh, sorry. No, sit down, Dave. All right, so we're coming back in for a close-up here. We're okay. We're not that great for time. Okay, put your hands down, creating a shadow here. So, all right, just gonna get some nice. Where is it? Nice. Just gonna go like this. You gotta get some nice whiskers. Get some nice whiskers and not nice. That's a blue tone there. You can see that maybe it's a domestic moggy mixed with a British short hair blue, and that's very, very important. You can just keep your eyes. Now that's the slit. So you actually need them to keep their eyes closed. So that's that. You know, so that's how that works. So keep still, Dave. Oh yeah, there we go. And this is a cat. This is a cat that you know really likes its food. Is probably like a boy cat, very sweet but a little bit entitled, like you know, a little bit entitled. And we'll go up to the other cats if they don't want it to, and just try to be a part of it. All right, here we go. If you just want to do a bit of a twirl, so this is what I've done in under 3 minutes to Dave to make us have an extra cat in the house. You can see these paws are really amazing. Check out the padding on that. That's a really amazing detail. This one's on the wrong way. Look, the cat, it may have been an incestuous cat, that one, but that's okay. We can fix that another time. So,
all right, I've got like 1 minute to turn.
Dave's got 1 minute to turn me into a cat. All right, let's see how. I don't know. I have no idea what is.
Shani's going to be a space cat.
Okay, shit.
Space cat from space.
Okay.
Shani's got a second head that's a bird.
What? Stop it! What do you mean I'm a
bird head?
I'm a bird head, but I'm meant to be a cat. Oh, fuck. Yep. So if you're having trouble in lockdown and you're thinking you need something more spicy in your relationship,
she's caught a mouse.
I really highly recommend. I highly recommend playing with your lover, your sister, your mother. How to make a cat. Look, you can find things in the house that you didn't think was possible. You can find things like a water flosser that you bought at Costco a year and a half ago, and you can spray each other. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Orange cat.
Oh fuck!
It's a wet cat. It's a really good hunting.
I didn't do this to you. That's just dirty as flour. You fucking dumb someone.
There we go. That's how to make a space cat with a second bird head with an orange face.
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Come on, Dave.
I'll be sleeping on the couch later if anyone wants to visit me. Shani's got a...
What a time. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Two little dickheads, everyone. Two little dickheads on how to make a cat and a space cat. I believe you'll be able to use that knowledge somehow. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else watching around the world and I'm muted on Skype. I'm not muted on the call, so that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I was muted on Skype, not on the broadcast this time. Let me just check if everything is still fine with the two little dickheads. And okay, no, maybe they're not presentable right now. Okay, all right. Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought that we started having sex. I hope you didn't see that.
No, it's fine. I just a little flash, but it's fine. I don't think YouTube is okay. And now space sex, perfect, very good.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you so much. Goodbye, Melbourne. Yes. All right. So that was two little dickheads on how to make a cat at home. Very important knowledge. Anyway, everyone around the world, please welcome our next very, very special guest, Mr. John Robertson!
You've never seen is the best thing you've ever fucking seen. Jesus Christ! That was wonderful! I didn't think I would see anything more disturbing involving cats than the movie Cats this year, but we found a fucking way! Oh, it's the best. You know, there comes a moment where I've been so bored in social isolation, I've been frantically planning the murder of a guy who hangs out the front of a local shop of mine. And I'll tell you something, I finally have a reason to feel good about being alone. And it was the two little dickheads. That was the best fucking act, but I'd hate to live with them. God, that was so fucking good. The pair of you, the fact that they've got genuine tinfoil up on their windows, they're the reason people fear 5G. Don't you understand? Okay, they're so fucking funny. My God, the fact that they both have ringworm and they're gonna fucking die from feline leukemia. God, it pleases me. Fucking hell. I'm alone. I mean, you know, then they got mostly naked. I will tell you something right now, okay? Okay, we're on a fucking Zoom call because I'm going to get this set fucking zoomed through and then I'm going to jerk off. I'm going to jerk off hard and fast and long while desperately wishing somebody would pull my fucking belly button fluff out. Christ, that was the best thing. And do you understand how hurtful it is to me that normally I talk about myself, but that was the best. That was the best fucking thing. I will quite gladly spend this entire time advertising the fuck out of that. What are you laughing at, you shiny suited dickhead sitting there in your fucking midlife crisis room? I'll tell you something right now. My God, okay? I'll tell you, right, I fucking adore the Dutch, but I will tolerate your sense of fucking timekeeping when I'm in Amsterdam, you fucking casual stoner prick, okay? So help me God, we're all sitting here on a fucking Skype call for half an hour because a grown man is apparently your fucking grandmother and can't figure out how to make the windows work. And also, you've hired a bloke who genuinely riffs on the audience, but there's no fucking crowd. Now, I can go and I can riff on the chat. In fact, I do that. I do that 7 times a week on fucking on Twitch, an actual fucking, you know, platform for this shit. But let me just have a little moment, Daniel. Let me just take a little look and let's just see how many people are hanging out in the YouTube chat. Well, apparently somebody says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines, which is a sign that no one has said anything. There are 7 people watching, and give me a second if I count the people in the call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's us! We're watching ourselves. We have achieved open micception. Don't worry, though. Don't worry, because apparently the audience is going to donate at the end and we all get a bit. Of course, it's our own fucking money. We're going to give our money to ourselves. I'm not. I'm going to fucking get a hold of the fucking two little dickheads. I'm going to set up their OnlyFans page and I'm going to watch the end of the goddamn pussy show that I just saw because that was fucking remarkable in every single way. Meanwhile, however, you and I seem to be having a fight as to who looks the most like they presented a fucking game show in the 70s and then who was arrested about 10 seconds later for unspecified crimes. Meanwhile, there's a woman who's dressed like a casual fucking Soviet. She'll be on later. Don't worry about it. That's it. She realised I was talking about the hat. It wasn't your hat, it was your demeanour I was talking about. Build a fucking wall. Now, that's right. That's the Berlin Wall, not a Trump thing. I say this with love. There's a man who looks like every single one of my Dutch friends, and it's not you, fucking glitterball, mate. I'll tell you something, with genuine love. All right, later on today, I'm going to fucking Amazon a hammer, and I'm going to use it to take the teeth out of a man down my fucking road. And the fact you can tell that's not plausible is because I genuinely said I have to Amazon it. I'm going to ruin 2 people's lives, and it's not going to be worth the fear of delivery driver's eyes as he comes to my house and I fucking cough on the door. Now, friends, understand this. I love all of you. People out there sitting there on YouTube, probably just hanging around. It's fine. It's okay. You were looking for some nice softcore pornography and you missed it. It was on a minute ago. They were called Two Little Dickheads and it was remarkable. It was beautiful in every way. One of them is currently coughing into a bin, genuinely vomiting, which is wonderful. That is one of the best reviews I've ever had of my work, and it's happening. Get the camera on it. It's good quality content. Jesus Christ, put it on the OnlyFans. Fucking hell, that's amazing. Also, I need you to understand, people, these are all friends of mine. These are all people I genuinely respect. It doesn't matter that one of them is, when you see her, you'll go, holy shit, she's wearing a hat made of the first act. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Friends, I say this with love. You're very, very fucking lovely. The fact that I've hung out allegedly backstage. Also, please understand, folks, I have for you, because I love you and I value this gig, I have put on a suit jacket. But you know what? I don't love you enough not to just be wearing fucking tracksuit pants. That's right. I am the dichotomy of man, my darlings. And I say this with love. You are beautiful people. Also, Daniel, I believe that there was the promise of a band. Is there a band?
Yeah, there is a band right now. You cannot hear it in the call.
Yeah, the band in the call. My God, there is a band, and yet there is no band. I had no idea I was watching David Lynch's Mulholland Drive again. Oh, wow. Oh, silencio. My God. Now I feel upset and pretentious at the same time. And yet at the same time, please understand that there is something that you can look at in the call, and it is the two little dickheads who are exhausted and have finished throwing up. They've got fur balls, bless them. Friends, I say this with love. You are all beautiful people. You people on the internet, I don't know who you are. I'll check again. Let me just have a little check. Let's see how the chat's going. And, yep, my God, 7 people are watching. That's fucking beautiful. That's going great. It's all good. Welcome back, folks, for the charity drive to get this more audience. And did you know that for just €1 a day, you can go somewhere else? Now, I tell you, folks, I say this with love. You're beautiful, beautiful people. Daniel, did we know each other prior to this, out of interest?
No, we didn't.
No, and we will never know each other again. Don't ever call. Hat woman, God fucking bless you. Your entire room is pink. It's gorgeous in every single way. Man, who I presume is meant to be in the band, but is just a guy wearing headphones. Because, look, at this point, there's no music. There's instruments hanging in the background. Hey, kids, I don't know what show you came to see, but apparently this is the absence of band hour. Hope you're having a nice time. I understand you can hear music that's not accessible to us mere mortals. Oh, here we go. Really? Drums? Go on, show us. Bit of rhythm, mate. Bit of rhythm. No, I like my entertainment faintly rhythmic. I like my rhymes tight. I like my rhymes well. White. There. And you know how a rapper's white stops there because the rhyme scheme was shit. Now, friends, I say this with love. You are a beautiful group of people. As I gather here, bearing in mind this is the most special thing that has happened to me today, I deliberately blurred the background just so you wouldn't have to be aware that I'm just a grown man standing in front of board games. I don't have anyone to fucking play with. That was a bit of pathos. There we go. If you were at Edinburgh Fringe, that would have taken 45 minutes, and then I would have started doing that. Then they give you an award. Friends, I say this with love. You are beautiful people. Clara Cupcakes, an actor that I absolutely fucking adore, is going to be on later. And I'm not even going to insult Clara Cupcakes, as I genuinely love Clara's work, unlike these other cunts. But please understand. All right, you're all beautiful. Daniel, thank you very much, my friend. Is that about right? You happy with a bit of time?
That's good. That's
all
perfect.
Right.
That's perfect.
Thank you, my love. Well, in that case, play us out with a little bit of drums, my friend. Play us out, you beautiful rhythmic man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice, yeah. We've got some lo-fi chill beats happening down in the house. Hey, remember, if we were streaming on Twitch, we wouldn't be able to do this. It's but on YouTube, it's fine. Yeah.
All right, Mr. John Robertson. Well, thanks so much to put us on our place. That was lovely. Thank you so much. And for the 7 of you watching, I will remind you that the link for donations is still down here. Yeah. Anyway, I do see that there's more people watching. I do see that there are currently, we are also currently simultaneously streaming over on Facebook, both on 2 pages and also over on Twitch. And yes, indeed. So
really?
for John. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. You cannot have a firearm on Twitch. You will have your channel taken down.
Oh, no.
Sorry!
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for joining us, John. I believe that will be the last time over at the Online Jam Society. Anyway, those of you watching on Facebook or on Twitch, those on Twitch, who knows if you're still watching, if our account wasn't taken down by now. But anyway, just go over to the link in the description, and in the description as well, but in just under me. jamvarietyshow.com/online, and you'll be able to also follow all of the beautiful guests we have over here. You can follow them on Instagram, can follow those who have it on Twitch. There are links over there for everyone. They're all lovely, and John just left the call. He did his thing and he dropped his mic, and that's it. Anyway, everyone around the world, please welcome our very special third guest all the way from Australia. Or wouldn't this be the Australian special? Ange Lavoipierre!
Hi. Hello, everybody. Oh, is there band music playing? And I just can't hear
there's
it?
band music playing.
Yeah!
John has disassembled the magic. Anyway, take it away, Ange.
Yeah. Psych, I'm not Russian. I'm also Australian. Very Australian. But yeah, no, I can see how this would be confusing. Extremely confusing. I was going to actually write something for you guys tonight, but I ended up finding something even better. Because so what's been happening is that I've been thinking a lot lately about Bruce Springsteen. Maybe 3 or 4 times a day this has started happening. Like, I start worrying about Springsteen just because he's in that risky age group for the virus, and that I don't want to dwell on that too much. But anyway, so when it gets bad, when I start thinking a lot about Bruce Springsteen and whether or not he's okay, I start Googling him to work it out. And about 3 o'clock last Friday morning, I was really deep on this subreddit for Springsteen fans, right? And I stumbled upon this one blog post. This one post, and all it had was a link to a blog spot in it, and no text, and the username was bossboy777. I'm like, okay, that's pretty weird, but I was desperate for information about Bruce Springsteen and how he was doing, so I clicked through, and I found this journal, right? Thousands of posts going back years and years and years. And they were all signed off by this one guy named Bruce. I was like, that's surely not. It's not going to be Bruce Springsteen. But then I started cross-checking the details because I know quite a lot about the guy by this point, right? And it's a perfect fit, right? He's from Robertson, New Jersey. He loves pineapple cake more than anything. I'm like, okay, that's pretty weird. So I don't know if it's the real Bruce, but I thought I'd read you. I can't read you back beginning, years ago, but I thought I'd read you the ones that I've been rereading the most, which is the last couple of months. The reasons I think will become clear. Okay, March 22. It's been 4 days since I saw anyone but the horses, and I'm starting to feel pretty cooped up. They're beautiful creatures, nothing finer than a New Jersey stallion. I wonder sometimes if they understand me, what I'm saying. Hell, I know they do on an emotional level. Sometimes I wish they would whisper back to me. I've been doing my best to keep busy, new hobbies and all that. Lately I've been baking all kinds of vegetables into my sourdough. Got a zucchini bread in the oven right now, and boy does it smell good. Sure hope my fans are okay. Maybe I should start posting cooking videos for them on Instagram. Nutrition is so important. March 23. Zucchini bread didn't work out. I tried to feed it to one of the yearlings, Terracotta, but she wouldn't touch it. Horses really are very emotionally complicated. Might try again later today with tomato bread. March 26. Maybe horses just don't like bread. I've stopped baking for now. But that home gym I set up in the basement is really coming into its own. Whenever I find my mind racing and I can't slow it down, I just go down there, take my shirt off, and do weights while Born in the USA plays over and over and over the whole album, start to finish. By the time Downbound Train comes on, I'm breathing pretty heavy. By the time I'm on Fireplays, my abs have a fine but visibly discernible sheen of sweat on them. Boy, oh boy, it really straightens me out, pumping iron like that in my basement. That's when I have my best ideas. For example, I've been thinking of posting some of my vegetable bread to frontline health workers. They're the real working heroes. March 27, feeling pretty conflicted right now. I got a call out of the blue from my second cousin, Tim Springsteen. It all matches up. He lives down the road, and every Tuesday we volunteer at the Robertson Nature Reserve, chopping down non-native species with our shirts off. Usually we pass the time by singing some of my lesser-known songs from the 90s. Not everybody likes them, but Tim sure does. He's got a beautiful voice and perfect pitch, and he ain't afraid to use it. I sure do miss the sound of two male voices in sweet two-part harmony. So Tim calls me up and asks me if I want to go down there with him next week. I tell him, Tim, buddy, sure I do, but I just don't think it's safe right now. He said something about never having stayed home because of some damn flu any other damn year. Even through all that cussing, he sounded more lonely than angry. Masculinity's funny like that. April 2. I've decided I'm going to use this time to learn the mandolin. I've always thought it was a beautiful instrument and it might help calm the horses down. They're all stirred up, especially Terracotta. Somehow she seems to know how much people are suffering right now. Shouldn't take too long to learn some lullabies, especially if I tune the mandolin like a steel string. April 11, I find the most comfortable pants to go riding in are my leather pants. But I wonder how the horses feel about it. I mean, do you think they can tell it's from the flesh of another animal? That must be a pretty unsettling experience for them, I reckon. Imagine being ridden by another animal wearing the skin of a different human. No thanks. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but also maybe I'm not. April 13, some days I just ride and ride and ride and ride. Terracotta visited me in a dream last night and told me that her and the other horses are cool with the leather pants. So that's how I do it now. I put those pants on and I take off my shirt and I hit the road and I keep going as fast as I can and find myself in a part of the New Jersey countryside that I don't recognize. I take nothing. It's the only time I feel really free. April 14, today I made yogurt. It was pretty good, actually. I never know how much to believe the hype about the health benefits of probiotics. I mean, I never feel any different after I've had some. Then again, the studies are pretty compelling. Probably time to do some more reading. 15, I was mounting a ridge at breakneck speed at dawn today on the back of my favourite chestnut stallion, Mozart, when it hit me. Wait a minute. Didn't this gosh darn virus come from animals? And don't I live on a working farm? Not many people know this about me, but I've always had a semi-professional interest in biochemistry. I realised today on the ridge, I shouldn't be making yogurt. I should be making a cure. I rode home even faster than I'd ridden out, my nipples hard as diamonds as I raced through the New Jersey night back towards the farmhouse. April 17. I've been at it for a couple of days with my old chemistry set. No luck yet. What am I missing? Would it help to put my shirt back on? Probably not. The E Street Band would know what to do. I should organise a Zoom for tomorrow. April 18, cancelled the Zoom meeting with the band. Too much work to do. Had a big breakthrough. Terracotta visited me in my dreams again. It was raining and we were walking on the New Jersey Turnpike. It was totally deserted and the road was shining black and wet. The only sound was Terracotta's hooves on the tar and the wind whipping the road signs. I turned to Terracotta and looked into her eyes. When I did, I heard her voice inside my head, clear like bells. Smash the chemistry set into 7,000 pieces. You don't need it. I woke up with the sheets soaking wet. I really should see a doctor about that. April 22, I find I'm able to spiritually commune with Terracotta whenever I shut my eyes. The phone just disturbs me when it rings, so I've taken it off the hook. Bernie Sanders keeps challenging me to new games of words with friends. I know he's going through a hard time, but some things are more important than words on a screen. My connection with the horses is getting stronger. Sometimes I myself assume the form of a horse and I race with terracotta through the wooded hills of my mind. This morning she gave me the answer. It's been within me all along. I just had to work for it. After I made for the basement, picking a careful path through the broken pieces of my chemistry set, I take all my clothes off and stand inside a shallow trough. I cue my entire back catalogue on Spotify and I start lifting and I don't stop. The sweat starts slowly but soon it's pouring in torrents down my rippling muscular form, sheathed in tan skin. The cloudy pools gather at my feet, trembling with ripples as every muscle in my body strains to save humanity from this virus. I just hope I've made enough for everyone. And that's the most recent entry. So I don't know, I guess. I hope he's okay. I just hope he's okay. That's all. Thank you.
We all hope he's okay. Thank you so much, Ange Lavoipierre. Wasn't that amazing? Wow, that was really incredible. Oh, now I can hear the piano. Thank you so much. We kind of lacked that during the set, but that was great. Wow, Ange, thank you so much for joining the Jam Society. Oh wow, you know what? I've watched Ange last year at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. She was doing stand-up. She was doing a stand-up solo, including a cello for some reason. And she's saying yes, and she'll look over there. And that I was really inspired. I think Ange is just such a great stand-up comedian, one of the best in Australia certainly. And I was really inspired to write some stand-up on my own. Usually on these shows I just host, kind of bring in the guests, play some drums, help people get rid of the trouble. Some of those things, but never really tried something like that remarkably comedy-like. So I decided to sit down and write a little bit of stand-up. And if you don't mind, I'm going to try it out. Yeah. Oh, we seem to have a message from John. Oh, yeah, okay, he found out that we are on Twitch. Yeah, all right. Well, sorry about that. Anyway. All right, stand-up bit. Do you guys notice? Do you guys notice when we go on the plane? And I mean, obviously we don't go on the plane now. But when you used to go on the plane, this when we asked just for a little bit of water, and every time the water comes in,
Danielle.
Who's there?
I'm the voice in your head.
What do you want?
Just don't do the bit.
What bit?
The next bit you're about to do.
What's wrong with it?
It's not yours.
What?
It's not yours.
What are you talking about?
Remember last night? You got really high. Yeah, you did. And then you started watching Netflix. You put on that John Mulaney special you really like. Yeah, you stole the next bit from it.
What?
Just say what one more goddamn time. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
That's not mine either. It's a Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So what do I do now?
I don't know, just make something up.
Yeah, make something up.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on.
You're smart. Remember that you used to study particle physics.
Yeah, I did actually.
Yes, you were going to be a particle physicist, Danielle. Cast your mind back. Remember when you had the highest grade ever in classical mechanics?
I did actually have the highest grade there.
Yes, it almost balanced all those other classes you failed.
Fuck, I should have studied more.
Danielle, wait. Focus. You are hosting a show.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Maybe you should do... Okay, sorry.
I'm so sorry. This thing about hosting shows from home while during confinement is that this is where I usually work. This is my office setup. And sometimes I forget I'm live to people all around the world. Okay. Cabaret, comedy. People all around the world, everyone, please welcome I'm so happy to have this act with us tonight. So, without further ado, please give a warm round of applause. Yes, you at home, a warm round of applause to Clara Cupcakes. Take it away.
Yeah, good. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Clara Cupcakes. I am Melbourne, and I am here today to make you some bubble. Oh. Sorry, 1 second. I'm here today to make you some bubble. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to be making you some bubble. Balloon animals. Okay. Oh boy, I just love to make you some balloon animals. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, I'm just gonna get myself together, get ready. I'm just gonna play my song. Okay.
Cannot hear.
Acting. Okay, all right. Get to the next bit now. Okay, the next bit. All right, how's that look? Pretty good. All right. Okay. taking them off. Okay, go to some OH&S. 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 Okay, all right. All right, I'm ready. Let's start. Okay, all right, hit that good song, DJ.